Hello there everyone and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program Better Than Starting Manned. My name is Gord and we are departing for Minmus. I have made a realization that the SAS system, it requires an adequate amount of power that it actually will drain the battery. So I cannot run the SAS for the flight to Minmus. But in all honesty, I don't really need to. It's going to be stable. It'll be okay. So I've quick saved. And now we are going to accelerate and time warp a little. Keep half an eye on our power. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, hold on. Phew. Jeez, scared the crap out of me. Uh-oh. Okay, so that was the old ship. Now we are in an eclipse behind Kerbal, which is not good. But that was only briefly. Okay, that was actually the other probe core getting damaged. That was the probe core of our launch phase. But that scared the crap out of me there for a second. Now all this will get recharged by the Poodle as we move ourselves into Minmus orbit. There we are. Past the moon's orbit. Beautiful. Let's just put a marker right. Yeah, we should be okay. As long as that stays at that lovely 0 number right there, we're fine. And it looks like we are more than fine. 5 hours to our encounter with Minmus. Got to do our slowdown here. Just got to watch how fast I go at this. 1 hour. I really don't want to have an error wind up having us drop straight into the atmosphere or something. So I've just quick saved. Rounding error, well, not atmosphere, but, you know, slamming us straight into the bloody planet. And in a moment, we're going to be able to do our first goo sample. 3 minutes. 2 minutes, 1 minute. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, transition. There it is. All right. Goo sample 1. Oh, no. No, 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 don't. Oh, phew. Did it really? Okay. The good news is that it did not foolishly trigger all 3 of them like I feared it might. Periapsis. Drop us into orbit. Excellent. Excellent indeed. Okay. There's our orbital burn. That'll bring us down to a very low... Let's see. Let's just try and keep that higher. Make it a nice circular orbit. 26, 35, 21, 35. 18, 35. Nope. 21. Ah, forget it. Good enough. We'll jigger the rest of it. As long as we're not crashing, that's all that really matters to me. Okay, RCS online. That burn is in 2 hours' time, which we have more than enough battery power to last that long. Okay, let's just do a fresh quick save now that we're on the other side of the mark. Whoa. Yeah, because you could hit that one too many times, goes flying past Minmus and miss your mark. Oops. Okay. Okay, where were we before we foolishly hit the time warp button a few too many times? RCS off. We still actually have a pretty goodly amount of RCS fuel left in this tank here. Okay, and here we go. Okay, quick save us with us in the right orientation. And we'll go 1000. Yeah, sure, that's fast enough. More than fast enough. Here comes the snowball. And I have no idea how long I have to burn for because I had to reload. 2 minutes and 53 seconds. There we go. So burn at 1 minute and 30 seconds. And hopefully that's enough, should be enough fuel for the job. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 minute and 25 seconds. 3, 2, 1, 0. And now the SAS is on because now we are actually doing something that requires stability. Okay. Okay, it does not require nearly that long. But we're pretty much right where we need to be. Honestly. Apparently it did not recalculate fast enough to realize that it's actually only a few seconds, not a few minutes. There we are. Bringing it down. Whoa. We need to stop that periapse from dropping as fast as it is. Keep an eye on that. I'm a little off my mark, but at this point it doesn't matter too much. In fact, we're so far from the periapse, I think we might just kill that and wait until we're a little closer and just do a pure retro burn instead. In fact, we don't even need... Okay. 3, 2, 1. Just got to keep the that from fighting with me. Excellent. Okay, now we're bringing that apoapse down properly. Good. And we have still half a tank left, so we're going to be able to use this one engine for the majority of our landing process. Okay. So now we need to pick where we're going to land. And we're going to do our landing burn right here to land it in the sun. Because why not? We might as well actually be able to see where we're landing. It also might be nice to land somewhere flat, now that I think about it. So if we land on one of the lakes instead... Let's see, that's the only lake we're going to come out above. I have no idea where it falls in the orbit. So we're going to just start it right here. Oops. Add a maneuver right here. Wow, the calculation of that maneuver is really off kilter. Okay. So the goal is to land right about there. So that's where we're going to do our burn, more or less. Hopefully that won't be too far off kilter from where I want to be. Rotation. Now, there's no way to bind a hotkey at the last second, is there? Which is almost too bad. The ability to adjust my action keys in flight would be really useful. But as it is, I really only have to turn one of those. Well, I really need to turn all the damn things on. I might just have to turn... No, I'm going to need them full. Pray that the presence of the mass reaction wheel on there is adequate, I guess. Okay, next quick save, done. Bringing it around the planet. That's fine. We're going to get one last big charge. Oop. Well, since we are in position, we might as well get our next goo in low space. That's 2. Last but not least will be shortly. It's a 13-second burn to get that landing trajectory in place. Oh, hello. Rotation. Yeah, so if we start here, yeah, between rotation and slowing down, that's where we want to land. It's got quite a short rotational period too, doesn't it? So we definitely want to overshoot our mark here. Let's get rid of all of that. I think this is actually going to wind up being on the dark side of the planet, isn't it? That will be terribly unfortunate. But not that I'm going to be using the solar array for much, so I might as well not worry about it too much. Okay. I know where I want to wind up. And I know that that is no longer going to help me at all. We are on a landing trajectory now, and that's what we're going to have to deal with. Let's just take ourselves down a lot. We're just trying to slow ourselves down a little and push ourselves towards a vertical flight. Hopefully without jeopardizing our ability to land on the lake surface. Okay. That's actually looking pretty solid at this point. Okay, so that was a grossly excessive amount of fuel for the landing on the, or for the, well, not actually, no. But I could bring a bigger payload on this ship, I think. Looks like we're going to hit the lake okay. Not quite. Okay. That is mildly unfortunate. Okay. Just enough to keep it slowing down. But we are running out of time. We are going to have to turn on these RCS tanks here soon. God, it's going to burn through those so fast, isn't it? I sure hope I got all of them. This could be a flaw in the design right here. Okay, it looks like we're landing on that hill there. Alright, well, let's just... The goal is ditch this lower stage here at the last minute and use and hopefully hover away long enough for this upper stage to do the job. I hope that's flat enough. I mean, you got to be careful how hard you burn down towards the ground on Minmus, because it will just... You'll launch yourself back into orbit in no time. It takes almost nothing to get into orbit on Minmus. The beauty of this is I'm still using fuel I have no intention of bringing home with me. And I am almost certain I have gone way, way, way too far into the hill. I can't tell exactly what kind of mess I'm going to be in here, but I have a sneaking hunch it's going to be a very ugly landing here. And I may have to take advantage of the fuel I have and burn myself over towards the... No, that's just going to make things bad. No, we got to level things out here. Let's not... Come on. 30 meters per second, 4 kilometers to go. Let's see, hopefully... Oh man, I've already used up a quarter of the tank here. Dang it, I turned those on way too soon, didn't I? Okay. I'm probably unbalancing this thing horribly. Watching where my ship is oriented. Alright, it's not the worst possible place I could have landed, but it's not great. Actually, it's pretty bad. Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. Just hope that I've transferred enough fuel into these guys to make up for... Uh-oh. That thing is tilted really badly. Okay, get you back towards vertical. Do not want to be rotating. Three meters per second. Wow, we've got a long ways down to go still, don't we? This is so very much not where I wanted to land this ship. It's not even funny. Okay, can't warp. We're just going to have to let it fall. It's possible that at this stage I should really contemplate getting rid of the lower stage. Oh, this is such a bad place to land. The beautiful lake right over there. I might have to redo this if this goes as badly as it looks like it might. It's either that or we need to accelerate to the point where we're going up a little. Okay, we got a little bit of up. We might as well use this fuel, pop it over there. Okay. Let's see what happens. I'm already in trouble here, so I might as well just have a little fun. But a quick save, so it's okay. I'm just doing a physics warp here just to give us a little bit of time savings. Really, I should have done this a little sooner than I did. Of course, now we're going to have to cancel that whole mess out. But we're going to be landing in a much better part of the moon. Okay. Let's just flip this thing all the way back over again. Okay. Now I think we're pretty much set to land on the lake. Now we need to re-verticalize ourselves, because that's going to be bad. Just right on the shore, I think we're going to be okay. Just in a shadow there, but I just can't tell quite how bad it's going to be. Okay. The important thing to consider is we still have not actually used fuel that we're intending to use to get off the planet yet. Okay, no, we're still not quite in the right place. We need to go just one more hop. Okay. This is how you manipulate your position on Minmus with very, very limited, careful bursts of power. And now we are going well out into the lake. So much so that we can definitely start planning to slow ourselves down for our final approach. Picking my exact landing target is not my forte, so hence the slightly wacky situation we're in right now. What we're doing is we're canceling out as much horizontal motion as we can as quickly as possible. Okay, and there we are. That's pretty much all we're dealing with now is vertical movement. That is pretty solid if you ask me. Slow that down. Okay, so 1.8 kilometers, and we are going down just nicely. Right on the lake, exactly where I want it to be. Slight waste of fuel, but considering how much extra fuel I seem to have, if I could land a manned mission right about here, I would come home with 2 surface samples from Minmus, and that would be pretty darned amazing if you ask me. Yeah, we're below 3,000 meters. Alright, how are we doing? We're not doing great for RCS. We're definitely going to have to make good use of the fine controls at this point. Hopefully that'll be adequate for our purposes. Pretty quick here, we're going to have to get the other engine in place, which is okay because we're actually starting to run out of fuel on this one. Let's just get it down as close to minimal flight speed as possible. Burn you towards vertical. Towards vertical. Come on, get back there, you. Just a little bit more. A little bit more. The big downside really is that I wasted a fair amount of RCS fuel in the process here. Try and get just one more dose of RCS out of this thing. Trying to recover as much of this material as I can before I hit the ground. There we go. We'll throw the rest into there. And when that is done, we will decouple because we are out of time. Okay, here we go. 200 meters to go. Gear, come on, gear out. Okay. That is going down nice and hard. Not hard enough. Not hard enough. There we go. Nice, gentle drift. Almost land on RCS. Okay, and kill it. Beautiful. And we are down. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. Let's get our last goose sample. All right, now we are on a timer. So, this may be the end of the episode, or we may just continue. I don't know which, but thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the next episode, maybe.